Hi. Oh, matcha is like... Buongiorno, everyone. Buongiorno. Hello, it's me. Today, we're gonna talk about... Greece. You already know that because you saw the title of this video. So today I come to you with books about ancients. I love mythology. I believe that it is full of knowledge, full of wisdom, full of love and passion, full of hate and war and jealousy and despair. Well, you get the idea. I personally take a lot of inspiration from Greek philosophy and myths too when it comes to my creations. I love to read about Greek heroes and gods. I just find them so powerful, and apart from the fact that they're full of wisdom and knowledge, they're just so cool to read. It is just so cool. Wouldn't you like to be a god? I know I would. With that said, if you want to dive into this cruel and brutal but also beautiful and wonderful world, I invite you. Just keep on watching. So there you go. 7 books about Greek mythology for beginners. Number 1. The Greek Myths, as simple as it is, by stories of the Greek gods and heroes vividly retold. This is great if you want to get into Greek mythology. This is a great compound of Greek myths. It talks about gods, Greek heroes. I mean, literally everything is there. You want to know more about the universe and how it was created? You got it. You want to know about the romance of Persephone and Hades? You got it. You want to know why Hermes was so fast? You got it. You want to know how Helios became the god of the sun? You got it. The stories are crazy. Honestly, they're crazy. The gods were pretty crazy too, you know. They were not perfect. They were driven by hate, by love, by affection, by jealousy, but still, great book, full of knowledge, and again, really cool. Following this one, we have the second one, number 2. Numero 2. We have Mythos by Stephen Fry. This one is literally the same as the one I was talking before. It is a compound of Greek myths, retellings about gods, about heroes. So the themes are similar, but the way of approach is a little bit different. This I feel like was more accessible for younger readers. The language here was a little bit more funny, was simpler, and in general the knowledge was put here easier. I don't want to say it was a book for younger readers, but here language was definitely more accessible. So if you know nothing about Greek myths, I recommend you this one to start with. And then the Greek myths. Number 3. Numero 3. Just let me drink my matcha. Number 3 is... Wait, let me do it again. Number 3 is Song of Achilles. You didn't see that coming, didn't you? Huh? Damn, I'm so original. Well, of course, I had to include this book, even though it was all over the internet. Literally, this book went crazy. It was on Instagram, on BookTube. I don't know if it was on Facebook. Probably it was. On TikTok, everywhere. I read it last month, so I was a little bit late. Just a little bit. Either way, the book is a retelling of a myth about the Trojan War, the cause of which was a woman, obviously Helen. The book itself is not only about the war, but mainly about the relationship of Achilles and his best friend Patroclus. We, the readers, accompany them from an early age. We see them growing up together, experiencing life together, learning together, then going on war together. The book destroyed me, okay? How many emotions I felt while reading it is I can't put that in words. Usually I am a pretty emotional person, but damn, I cried. I cried a lot. But the novel was beautiful. It was amazingly written. The relationship between characters was so nicely explored. You get attached to the characters, you root for them. What else can I say? The ending broke my heart. You can also see my reading vlog of this book because I did record a reading vlog of it, so I will share it below. By any chance you haven't read this, read it. Number 4. Numero 4. We have The Silence of the Girls. Another book that is a retelling of the Trojan War. It is about Helen, Achilles, also Patroclus, but this one, however, touches this topic from a completely different angle. This book book shows the brutality and the reality of war, not only from the man perspective, but mainly the perspective of the woman. The reader follows a story of a woman, girl at the beginning, girl Briseis. I'm not sure if you Briseis maybe. Shit, don't quote me on that. I'm sorry, Briseis. English is not my first language, okay? So don't be mad at me. So we follow her, a girl who was a queen until her city was destroyed and she became a slave to Achilles, the man who also killed her husband, father, and brothers. The book was brilliant. Here, the character of Achilles is portrayed differently. He's not a sensitive, a brave, loving man, but he's brutal, suffering boy who is in a lot of pain. Apart from his brutality and cruelty, we can see his stylness and rage a little bit. We also have here the relationship between Achilles and Patroclus, and we also can follow their story right here. But in the end, this is the story of the woman and other women being kept as slaves. The novel was absolutely tragic. It touched upon such an important topic: slavery, obedience, rape, sexual abuse, fear, suffering, longing, the idea of women in the society. It showed perfectly how war looks like, not only for men but also for women. So it was not only a romance with a war envelope, but it was a brutal story of a woman fighting for survival. And I loved it. I recommend. Number 5, numero 5 is Words of Wisdom from Ancient Greece. I love this. It's just such a cute book. So this is something for those who like philosophy, don't have much time to read, but would like to have something to read every day, like a passage or like an inspirational quote. So here I have for you this tiny little book that is filled with philosophical thoughts about life, nature, and humanity from Greek scholars, as the title says. So here we will find philosophers that are well known, like Plato, Aristotle, but we're gonna find here many philosophers I've never heard about. I think it is really worth looking into this book. It gives me inspiration every day because I read one quote per day and then I simply reflect on that. It keeps my mind healthy, keeps it in constant work, constant thinking, and you know, we need to educate ourselves to simply be happier. Here are some quotes, and this is how it looks like. Here we're gonna have in Greek, and here we're gonna have in English. The words you speak are the ones you will hear spoken to you. And this is by Homer, so he is actually very well known. I'm gonna choose a random one. We have something from Epicurus. We must ponder on what brings happiness, for in having it, we have everything. But if it's missing, we would do anything to gain it. Sounds pretty smart for me. So I think it's very nice. I like to reflect on that, and I think it will keep your mind healthy. So that's the... Oh, this one is so cute! Number 6. Are you ready? Okay. Lore Olympus. Yay! We have a graphic novel. Isn't it so cute? I want to talk about graphic novels more because I love them so much. I can't wait for the video when I will talk about graphic novels, but that's not the time. Let's talk about this one. I was very much excited when I picked this up because this is a retelling of Hades and Persephone. If you do not know the myth, it basically explains the way how 4 seasons were created. So the beautiful Persephone, daughter of a goddess Demeter, was given to Hades as his wife, as his lady, as his queen. Given, or she was just simply kidnapped. It depends on interpretation. Filled with pain and longing, Demeter stops caring about the world and the nature. She stops taking care of it because she's full of pain and longing. All she wants is to find her daughter. Zeus, seeing that Demeter's sorrows influence the state of the earth, decided to talk to Hades. And in the end, Persephone spends half of the year with her mother when it's always sunny, so it's basically summer and spring. And for the other half of the year, she goes back to her hubby, her cute boy. Then Demeter is sad again, so it's winter and autumn above. Anyway, that was a quick introduction. So this book is a very loose retelling of that myth. Very, very loose. Follow our heroine, Persephone, who is new to the world of gods. Previously, she lived with her mother on the earth with humans, but she was permitted to live with other gods on Olympus. She's very sweet, she's unaware of the brutality of the world, she's gentle, pure and delicate, and she's being invited to this part of, I don't know whose party it is. I think it's Zeus' party. Everyone are there. So Hades. So Hades sees her, obviously falls in love. But of course she doesn't see it. And she catches something for him too. None of them are aware. So this graphic novel is really sweet. At the beginning I was not sure if I liked it just because the plot and the language were very, very simple and I did not feel very absorbed in the story. But when I was reading, I get attached to characters and then I found this really, really sweet and simply enjoyable to read. I fell in love with colors, drawings, characters. It also touches upon extremely important topics such as growing up, friendship, coming of age, but also harder ones like jealousy, depression, and sexual abuse. I think this is a graphic novel worth reading. And I'll just show you a picture from the beginning so you would know the aesthetic of it, but I don't want to show you any spoilers. Okay, I think this looks quite alright. This is the style, basically. It's very colorful, very simple, very sweet. This is Hades, this is Persephone, this is Artemis actually. That's really cool. Like if you're interested in, Greek gods, you're gonna love it. Number 7! Let me drink first. Number 7 is Allegory of the Cave by Plato. We're finishing with a little something for my philosophers, for my educated fellows, my philosophy freaks. This one is only a part of Plato's Cave, but I think it's a great beginning for everyone who wants to start with Greek literature because, well, the Cave is a big book. Oh, it's from the Republic. Either way, it's just a tiny part of a huge book. So the book is a dialogue between Plato's brother and his mentor Socrates. It deals with so many interesting topics. That's crazy how thin it is, but how many themes were covered. Themes such health, how important is mental state for the physical body. It talks about artists, the idea of enlightenment, but also about athletes and their sort of state of minds. The main motive is, of course, the idea of happiness. What is evil, what is good. It says that kindness towards others influences the occurrence of happiness in your own life. It also talks about stupidity and how important art, literature, poetry, and music are in mental development of a human mind. The book is very short, it is a dialogue, so it is quite easy to read, and like I said, the whole book is huge, so I think this is a great beginning for everyone who wants to get more interested in Greek and in Greek literature and philosophy too. I think that this book was wonderful. I think education is so essential to keep our minds healthy and happy. I believe that constant education is important because it gives our mind the space to think and develop, keeping our minds happy and healthy. That's the one. So, my beautiful cuties, my Greek freaks, that is it for today. Goodbye. Wait, I tried to pick things so everyone could find something for themselves. So we have some retellings, we have some knowledge, some education, some philosophy, some cute pictures. So as for beginners, I hope it was a good guide and I hope you did find something cool to see. And let me know if you have any other cool Greek retellings and what is your favorite one. You can tell me what is your favorite one. My favorite one so far, I think it was the Silence of the Girls. That would be it. So remember to tell me what is your favorite one, okay? If you have. Bye!